What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Avengers video. And this time we have a bunch of stuff to talk about, because in the last video, of course, where we have officially received the pre-order trailer for this game, which did also contain new snippets of gameplay, I did say that some further details regarding an achievement list were leaked. Now we have that stuff to go through and a bunch more which is going down with this game, but I want you guys to get in the comment section below and let me know what you actually think about the game's current position in terms of graphics updates and so forth. Are you excited for this game now? Are you really looking forward to seeing the final product? I want you guys to get in the comment section below. And of course, before we dive into this, don't forget this month I am going to be giving you guys any game that your heart desires, I guess, okay, because I have teamed up with Instant Gaming again, where you can enter in a giveaway and all you do is click the link in the description below, enter the game you really want, and then that's it. You wait, okay? And if you get selected, you get whichever game it is you basically chose. So check that link out in the description below. It is going to be going until the end of this month. So diving into this, before I do go into the achievements, which is a very, very long list. So out of the achievement list, I'm going to be selecting, the ones that were most interesting, and definitely not a spoiler one as well. Although there is a very, very big hint, and I guess you could just straight up call it a spoiler on that list, but I won't be sharing that in this video. But what I will be sharing right now is the difference between 2019 and 2020 so far, which is just absolutely insane. So this was originally posted, of course, on Reddit, as you guys can see. 2020 on the left, 2019 on the right, and of course 2019 being, that A-Day demo right back at E3 when we got there. And this is absolutely nuts. I mean, look at the difference between four. This is just great, and if this is where we stand currently right now, I strongly believe that the final polished version of this game, it's gonna be something very, very special. And of course, like I said, with the new snippets of gameplay, I wouldn't imagine now we're not gonna hear anything about the game until E3, which is a guarantee that we're gonna see new gameplay. But that being said, I think we're going to see something before that, and what we do see is going to be a whole lot more different to what we have seen so far, just purely going based off these screenshots here alone, which of course are snippets from that little trailer we got the other day. But you guys get in the comment section below and leave your thoughts on that. Now, before I go into the next thing, I just wanted to touch up on this, because I know a lot of you guys wanted me to talk about, when I think the beta is going to be coming and so forth, which I'm not, because that's just one big speculation. But something that has happened in terms of a leak again is in the lands of Australia, okay? So this retailer actually posted Marvel's Avengers Earth's Mightiest Edition. Now, of course this is crazy, and how legit this is, I have absolutely no idea, because it's only one website that did post this, and also only one website that said, it's out of stock, because essentially you have to put down a $50 deposit. But the crazy thing is that it's $399.95. It's just absolutely crazy. A strong part of me really feels that this just isn't legit. I mean, if it is, I gotta be honest, I have no idea what Square Enix is thinking. But if it isn't legit, I guess it's just one of those things that isn't going to shock me, because it's just mental. But with Earth's Mightiest Edition, I mean, there's the deluxe edition, which is like $140, and then you've got a standard edition, which is $80 as it stands. And I know a lot of people have been talking about it with the M rating as well. I want you guys to get in the comment section below and leave your thoughts on that. Again, it's very much a great area, I guess, to touch up on regarding this, just because it's safe to say we are very, very much still in the dark with this game, and what we're going to be seeing in the next weeks to come, it's very much hard to say. But I think going on the basis, I mean, being honest, I should say, right, from that little snippet of the pre-order trailer, even though it had snippets of new gameplay, it was a little bit frustrating that we were still seeing the same things. But I'm not going to knock them, because they are trying. I just hope that now, next time, we're going to see all these little snippets of the new gameplay that we have been seeing merged into one brand new trailer, because that's going to be good. Now, diving into the next thing, before we get into the achievements, and I know you guys are waiting for these achievements, but it's a very, very big leak, that is. But we have the Iron Man Legacy armor in appearance selection edit / mockup. Now, this was by the Revolution Doctor on Reddit. I know he has made a few other things in the past as well, which are really great. Again, all the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video are going to be linked in the description below, except the achievement list, because that is something that is really spreading around everywhere right now, and legally you can't really share. But that being said, what do you guys think about this mock-up, I guess? I mean, we got differences. Of course, the legacy armor is just great. I mean, that is something that I think is some great work, and you know, with the slots as well, how many outfits they're going to be, when they're going to be added, this is something we've been talking about for months on end, and it's just safe to say it really is going to be one of those things that, if not monthly, very, you know, occasionally are going to be updated. Now, moving into what we have been waiting for, the leaked achievement list. Now, I've selected 3 of these achievements I want to talk about first, and then I'm going to, you know, I guess scan through the other ones and let you guys know a few about the other ones. But I mean, there is a lot of leaks for this, and apparently these were specifically the Xbox One. Again, who originally, you know, leaked these and how legit they are, it's hard to say, but with the details of it, it really is realistic. Now, the first one we have is Welcome Back, Old Friend. Now, this is, you know, essentially where you rescue Captain America. So, of course, where we've been seeing in the trailers and what be it so far, there is that myth that he dies very early on in the game, but it's a no-brainer that of course he does come back to life throughout the game, because you then do have that ability to play as him. But you know, going through the process and when you actually rescue him and where you're going to be rescuing him and how far that is into the game, we don't know. But all we know is that it's going to be a mission in this game, I would imagine very early on in the game, and once you do that, you're going to get the achievement unlocked, which, like I said, is called Welcome Back, Old Friend. Now, in terms of recruiting and saving people, the next one was No Suit, No Problem. Now, what this achievement is literally just recruiting Tony Stark. Now, again, you know, just showing you guys what I did previously as well with, you know, the suits and so forth. When we recruit him, we're going to have a very standard thing, and it is going to be one of the things that as you progress into the story mode, because don't forget, if you didn't already know, this game is an open world, it's very much story campaign based, and you know, your unlockables are going to be something you're going to need to work for, I guess in a hard way, because of how detailed, you know, these random side events might be and missions with it, you know, within itself. But recruiting Tony Stark is going to be an achievement. Again, when you do that in the game, I have no idea. I just feel like these things are going to be very early on though, because the next one is a very interesting one, because it's about the Ames Space Station. Now it says unparalleled view, reach the Ames Space Station, and that's it. Now with the Ames Space Station, I mean, we've seen snippets of this in the first trailer, I think it was, where you're Iron Man. So by the time you of course reach the Ames Space Station, I don't know what the situation is going to be. I mean, there could be so many theories around that, but of course going on the basis on what we did see in the trailer, and going on the basis that of course you do have the, you know, space armor suit for Iron Man as well, I would imagine by then you would have him on your team, you would have recruited him, and then you do go into this type of mission. Or it could purely be something that you replay back on and again, you know, do different characters or whatever it may be. Again, when this mission will be, you know, I would say halfway through the game, being realistic. It's all got to build up a story, you know, before we can get to any of this stuff. Now, with one of the achievements on here, it is very much a spoiler. So with this, I mean, I don't really want to share it, and because I just purely don't want to spoil anything for you guys, and how legit it could be, I have no idea. But all I can say is Google is going to be your friend. I'm not going to spoil it. Just straight up, I'm not going to spoil it, okay? We've already seen screenshots on who essentially the main villain can be, but there is also somebody else as well, and the achievement for this is just New Girl Makes Good, and that's it. That is something very interesting, which is a very big thing. We have Avengers Assemble, which is reunite the Avengers. We have Thunderous Applause as well, which is stopping the helicarrier from crashing into New York City. Again, this is something I feel we have seen in a trailer anyway, on, you know, the early bits of that. You get a lot of recruitments, well, achievements for recruiting, I guess, and, you know, recovering certain things, reaching certain places, doing, you know, well, reaching certain levels, going through certain missions where, you know, basically your whole team doesn't get damaged or knocked down as well. And this, you know, we already know about the Warzone stuff and what be it. So all of these things are going to play into action. Now, what's very key is that getting these achievements also do have rewards. Now, as it stands, it personally doesn't feel like there's a lot of rewards. And I know a lot of people were saying, does that mean that the campaign isn't going to be as long as we are expecting? Again, it's important to take into consideration that, like I said, it's just a leak as it stands, and it's going to be a game that is going to be something we're playing for years on end. According to Square Enix, according to every single developer involved in this game, it is got to live up to the hype. I don't think it goes any less, than that. It's going to be a big game, I think. A lot of competition this year. We can only wait to see what they next release. But if they're doing a pre-order trailer, we definitely need to see some more things, because I really don't want them to do that crazy marketing move again where they just have no game plan, I guess. But guys, that is going to wrap up this video. As always, subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already. If you missed the previous one, check it out. The link is in the description below. But I'll see you in the next one. And until then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day. And adios amigos.